So I'm going to do a basic PSP 3000 review, and I've seen these lower quality videos and they really don't give you a good examination of them, so I will. And I used to be an ex-PSP 1000 owner, and I have a lot of PSP games. Thing is, my brother broke that a long time ago, and who gives a goddamn. So anyways, I'm kind of sick right now, so I'm sorry if I fumble. It's, this thing just came in, and I ordered an Assassin's Creed game, so we'll see a little bit of that. So anyways, here's the basic. I will start with over here. Those two things, if you're wondering, those are the speakers. The PSP 1000 had a speaker up here, but it doesn't have a speaker up there for some reason. Don't ask me why. Of course, the typical PlayStation square, triangle, circle, X. Oh, went off. That's okay. That usually happens whenever you're kind of idle with this thing for a long time. It just turns off. It does what it wants. Let me turn that back on. Here. You hold that up if you want to actually turn it on. If you want to turn it off, you could just do the exact same thing. I usually put it on hold so that way it just doesn't like randomly power on in my bag or whenever I'm doing something. So there's the PSP logo, of course all of the controls. There's power, and then there's hold, and you could control it with the switch right here. Here, if it'll focus. Yeah. Put that down on hold, and it basically disables all of the buttons from doing anything, so you could just, turn your screen off, and you can let this thing idle out for a couple of days. But, anyways, alright, on to this side. There's your, that's your joystick right there. This is also another joystick. You kind of have to have this, if you get a PSP 1000, you could usually take these things off pretty easily and you can clean them, but these things are extremely hard to clean. I usually just scratch them with my fingernail or something like that and just kind of wipe them off like that. But yeah, these are really expensive, not really expensive. Actually, they are pretty expensive to replace. I think I found one of these for like $300. I really don't want to replace that, but I'm not yanking it off anyways. So, yeah, there's the D-pad. There's your PS button, just in case of if you want to go home. You just press the PS button. It's actually like a PS4. I shouldn't have said that, but anyways. There's your volume control, which I have it, I think, all the way up. Here, forgot. I have hold on. Dummy me. Alrighty. Yep, it's all the way up. That's whenever you click around, it does this. It doesn't have any system music or anything like that, and you can't do all of that. I've tried doing the system update for the PSP 3000, but the only good thing that it actually will do is like save your games, and you can save music and stuff all on it. But yeah, you can't browse the internet on this thing. This thing doesn't have any internet. It can't take a signal bigger than 22 megabytes, I believe, and 22 is the only thing that this thing can take. And you can browse the internet, but internet browser, RSS channel, internet reading, all of this stuff. And you could remote play with a PS3 controller, but I don't have any working PS3 controllers. I had a PS3, which I love, but now I have a PS4, which I've done a video on, which really just kind of, says, hey, help me here. But I'm having much better problems with that now, so I finally dealt with it. Alright, there's your little joystick thing, PS button, volume control. That's to turn your screen off. Hold that down, turns your screen off. Hold it down again, turns it back on. Bippity boppity boop. There's your audio equalizer. So, like, say it's something weird, like something weird's happening with this left and right speaker, like only the left speaker is playing or only the right speaker is playing. You can basically press down this button and it'll troubleshoot your speakers, and then bam, you'll have audio equalizing sound. And then there's the actual like select and start stuff, which I mostly just use, you know, the circle and X. All right, on to the back. So there's the Chrome Disc PSP. That's the really popular logo. That I'm not going to take out, but I know that's some of the CPU stuff and some of the computer stuff that I don't know because I'm such a fucking Dixie boy. But back here is the battery, and if I fumble around with the battery too much on this thing, it kind of turns off by itself. Like, it'll probably turn off. But here, I'll show you all the battery. You basically pop down that little button right there and basically lift it up. Now, there's other portable batteries for this. You could buy them on Amazon for, I think like 20, 30 bucks. But you could have like 3 of these, and they have a 3-hour. People have been saying 4-hour, but no, it's 3-hour. 3-hour playing. And it comes with a 9-volt charger. At least mine did. Which is basically very, very simple. I could, you know, you have those 5-volt, actually 5-volt, not 9-volt. Excuse me, I'm thinking about my radio that powers off of a 9-volt. But yeah, 5-volt, pretty simple. You plug it into the bottom of here. And then there's also the headphone jack. Here, if it'll actually focus. Here, it's got stuff all over it. It's got dust from my desk drawer. The nightstand that I have is pretty dusty. I just got it from like an antique store yesterday. I'll get to put on that later. So there's your in and out to your TV, and then there's your headphone jack right there. Now, people get confused sometimes, and I got really confused because I used to be a PSP 1000 owner. Yeah, see, if you fumble around with the battery, it'll turn off. But I was like, where the shit is the switch? Well, turns out those 2 icons right there, the weird eyelid looking thing, and the this thing right here tells you if you're on an internet, which basically, or if you're on internet, which only allows only 22, and 22 is very shitty. It's like 90s internet basically. And I mean, this thing was built in 2011. I mean, 2011 internet was, you know, still being processed into being the more modern internet that it is now. So if you actually try and access these sites, they'll be very boxy and they'll have all old stuff on it. So for your new PSP owners, I browse the internet on this one all the time, but I don't have my SD card yet. That's when your SD card is in. That's the forgot, Micro Stick Duo or something like that. Gotta get it up to the light so we could see it, and then here it just pops off. I usually use my thumbnail for this job. It easily comes out. You just gotta give it a little bit of provoke. There it goes. There's the stick in there. It's not in there, but that's where you stick it in there, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, I forgot to tell you, these are, yes, these do go down. These are basically the left and right RT and LT trigger. So that's basically it. I bought this one for 140 bucks from my friend who basically works on these, and he said he bought it from a guy who kind of kept it around in his shop, and it was a really shitty one. And then my friend ended up replacing the CPUs and stuff inside of it, and it's pretty good. Well, this is what really confused me whenever I first got this, and I thought I was actually going to break it. Let's see. Let me put this battery thing back on because I'm going to need it. If this will actually come on. I think that's the one thing that really does sort of make me angry is, you know, trying to actually put this shit back together. Come on. I'll probably edit this part out. Come on. Anyways, here, let me forcefully put this back on. God damn you. Damn you, PlayStation. Damn you. Alright. Now, this is what really confused me with the PSP. Is how in the shit do you put in a UMD disc? Which, my friend had to replace the inside of this. It couldn't process discs so well. If I can get it up to the light. Ugh. You could see the disc reader in there, all the CPUs and stuff. He had to replace all of that, and all the circuit boards at the bottom, and basically the stuff that's on that side right there. He basically had to replace because everything was basically gunked up and junk. So now I'm going to teach you how to put the discs in there. And everybody, I don't understand it. I really get pissed off whenever I see people just jam them in there and then just fucking slam the thing shut. Gotta have to be gentle, especially with 3000s. You could be, you know, the 1000s are like the Honda Civic of all PSPs. And, but I usually treat my stuff with respect and not slamming the damn disc home, just hammering in my fucking UMD reader. So here, I'll show you how to properly put a disc in. So, alright, let me zoom away from that. Hopefully this stand, no it won't. So, this is what it comes in. I thought I actually had to buy one of these, and you know, I just thought I just got the disc. But no, you don't have to buy one of these. They come in these little UMD drive looking disc, universal media disc stuff. And, you know, you could take them out of these cases, put them in new cases. It doesn't really matter. You know, they're all the same. But anyways, you could open these things up and take the disc out of them, but they won't read them without this plastic case. So now I'm going to teach you how to put one in here. And for this one, I'm going to have to put you down for a moment. You can take a look at my busted ass boombox and shit for a moment. Or not. So here's the UMD drive disc right here. I'll have to open this thing up, open up the tray. Now, I will not slam this damn thing home. I really just want to smack a person in the face, whoever the fuck does that. So here, I will lean you up against me. And then there's UMD disc, and this part goes up. Or I believe it's the other way around. Let's see. It's the other way around. And also, do not do the mistake that I just did and put the UMD logo right here. Reverse it. So that way you can actually read the damn disc. So, put it in like this. This top square looking piece goes on the top. And usually there's an arrow that points straight down, which it's not really focusing, I'm sure. So you can just slide this thing in there. Just make sure it's in there. Don't slam the damn thing home. And I usually just kind of, you know, push it like that and then snap it in. And then I'll turn this thing on. That's the number one thing. It might tell me to reset my shit again, yeah. Because usually it doesn't keep. Since I don't have an SD card, I have to reset the date. So I'm just going to leave it like this because I'm going to be turning it off for the night. And then there's the UMD loading. And I will put this down for copyright reasons. And anyways, so that's my small review of the PSP. Hopefully y'all enjoy. And like and subscribe, please. And oh, also, that's the noise that it makes. I thought my PSP was actually breaking. Anyway, see y'all.